How you doing? I'm Darren with Ash Kickin BBQ. If this is your first time to the channel, then welcome. If you've been here before, then welcome back. And today, we're doing cherry Dr. Pepper ribs. You're gonna wanna see these. Let's get in and let's get these prepped up right now. All right, so we have the St. Louis cut ribs trimmed up and ready to go. I have them in my plastic Drip Easy barbecue prep tub. Anytime you're doing any sort of marinating or brining, you want to use a plastic container. You can get some off taste if you use metal or aluminum. I'm just gonna pour the cherry Dr. Pepper all over the ribs. I used 4 cans for this. They weren't completely submerged, but you'll see here, I flipped them over so the meat side is down. If you wanna use more and completely submerge them, that's up to you, or use a bag, whatever you want to do. This is just what's easiest for me to get these all marinated overnight, and then I can put this whole thing in my fridge. So you'll see I'm gonna flip them over here, get them meat side down so they can sit in that wonderful flavorful juice. I'm gonna get the lid on and we're gonna get these into the fridge overnight. See you in the morning. All right, so for our cherry Dr. Pepper ribs, it is the next morning. You can see I've just had them sitting in this tub with the cherry Dr. Pepper in here all night long. All I did was just trim up these ribs a little bit, get them nice and straightened out, and then it has just been sitting in this cherry Dr. Pepper. Nothing too crazy. So at this point, we're gonna get these ribs seasoned up and ready for the smoker. We're gonna be cooking on the Traeger Ironwood 885, rocking at 275 degrees until they're done. So let me get this liquid drained off and then we'll get these ribs seasoned up. All right, so starting on the back side, we're just gonna get these seasoned up. And the first rub I'm using is just an SPG. If you have your favorite one, use what you like. This is just a local one. All right, now that we have our base layer on, we're coming in with some of the Suckle Busters meat candy. I'm just gonna get a light layer put on the bottom here. We're gonna flip them over and repeat the process on the top side. All right, now that we have the ribs seasoned up, we're just gonna let them sweat in for a little bit. We'll get them out on the Traeger, like I said, rocking at 275 degrees. We'll get them on, let them go probably about an hour. As long as the rub's set up, we're gonna start spritzing. We're gonna be using the cherry Dr. Pepper to be spritzing these, just to get a little bit more flavor on them. So once these have sweated in a little bit, I'll meet you outside at the Traeger. All right, so we have the Traeger rocking at 275 degrees. I have a blend of pecan and cherry wood pellets going in here. We're just gonna get them on, let them go for an hour. We're not gonna touch them, look at them do anything for at least 1 hour. So let's get these on. You can see they are already looking really, really good. Get them dead on center, get them nice and tightened up. How you put them on is how they're gonna cook. And scrunching them together is gonna give you a nice meaty rib. So there they are, ready to go. Like I said, rocking at 275 degrees. We'll come out and check them in 1 hour. All right, so it's been 1 hour. We're gonna go ahead and spritz these ribs. And what I have here is just some cherry Dr. Pepper, and we're just gonna spritz them down. All right, we're just gonna let these go. I'm gonna come out probably every 20, 25 minutes, just give these a spritz. I'm not gonna bring you back every time because that's just redundant, but I will bring you back when it is time to wrap and let you know how long it's been. I'm guessing maybe another hour and a half to 2 hours, and we'll get these wrapped up. So we will see you when it is time to wrap these up. All right, so it has been about another hour. We're gonna check on these ribs. I've just been spritzing them, that's it. You can see we're starting to get some nice pullback. We got some good color, the rub's not coming off. I am content with wrapping these right now, so let's get them wrapped up. To wrap them up, it's very simple. Put those meat side down here. Coming in with a stick of butter cut in half on either side of the ribs. And then we are just taking some of our cherry Dr. Pepper. We're gonna pour that in there just so we have some liquid in there to help get these tender and get some of that flavor. And we will get these wrapped up and back onto the smoker. All right, we got them back on the smoker. We're gonna come back and check them in about 45 minutes to an hour. I'll let you know how long it's been, but I'm thinking an hour because these are a little bit thicker rack, so we'll see you when it's time to check for tenderness. All right, so it has been about 45 minutes. Let's check these ribs for tenderness. And they are going in like absolute butter. Got some nice pullback right here. That is money. All right, let's get these sauced up. See right here, this side got a little crispy, but that's all right. I'm not too worried about it. There'll be some nice eaten ribs right here. Get these spun around. And what I'm gonna do to get this color back is I'm just gonna let them dry out here a little bit. I'm gonna hit them with a little bit more seasoning. Just like that. Give it a little spritz. Close this down just for about a minute or two and let that get its color back. All right, it's been about a minute. Let's check out these ribs. You can see we got that nice color that came right back here. Now we're just gonna sauce these up, and all this is some Sucklebuster's honey barbecue glaze and finishing sauce, along with a little bit of cherry Dr. Pepper mixed in. It's a nice thin glaze. We're just gonna pour this over. We'll give that sauce about 3 to 5 minutes to tack up. We'll get these ribs off, let them cool, jump in and do the taste test. I can't wait. We'll see you in a few minutes. All right, so it has been a few minutes. Let's check on these ribs. You can see they are looking good, nice and glazed up. They look amazing. I can't wait to try them. Let's get them in the house and let them cool. We'll jump in, we'll do the taste test. See you in a few minutes. All right, so here are our cherry Dr. Pepper ribs, looking amazing. Let's slice into them and see how we did. And there we go, just a beautiful looking rib right there. Nice and juicy. I can't wait to try it. Let's do the taste test right now. All right, so here we go, moment of truth. I'm gonna try this big dog right here. Look how thick that rib is. That's what happens when you push them together and let them cook that way. So let's do this. Absolutely perfectly cooked rib. Nice bite on there. Not falling off the bone, but just comes off with ease with the slightest tug. Fantastic flavor on there. This is obviously a sweeter rib given with the rubs and the cherry Dr. Pepper and the sauce that we used, but man, it is so good. Works together very, very well. I'm giving the flavor on these ribs a solid 8.5 out of 10. I'm giving the tenderness an absolute 10 out of 10. These are perfectly cooked just how I like them. About 3 hours on these ribs at 275 degrees. Just perfect. Guys, I'd recommend you give this recipe a try if you're looking for something a little bit different. You just want to break up the monotony of all your normal cooks. It's fun to experiment with new things like this, and I really enjoyed this cook. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, ring that bell, stay safe, and we will see you next time.